we will return the 5,000 baht back to the skilled labor, and we will charge the collecting fee from the company that hires them. Right? To point out the social impact that we can create to the society. Normal people would earn around 300 baht, right? After this training, they're going to earn up to 600 baht, which is the additional 300 baht per day. Within a year, if you times that by 264 days of working days, they're going to create additional 79,000 baht per year for just one person. And for the first year, we plan to train 300 workers, which means that they're going to create up to 23 million baht per year in just 1 year of our operation. And we do not stop there. What excites us is that if we keep training these people for 7 years, we'll have up to 16,000 skilled workers working in industry, and they are going to generate up to 1,200 million baht within 7 years. For expansion plan, for the first 3 years, we are going to stay in Thailand, focusing on developing skilled labor across many kinds of industries. And in 4th and 6th year, we are going to expand toward our neighbor country, such as Indonesia and Myanmar. Additionally, in 5th year, we are going to create a course that's specifically tailored for handicapped people, so that these people will not be hired out of sympathy. They'll be hired out of the actual skill, actual value they can create to the society. In 7 years, we are going to generate up to 66 million baht of profit with up to 7,000 labor in training. To make sure that this is sustainable, we want to make sure that everyone is happy from our existence. Sandy member or the skilled labor is going to gain valuable skills. For the government, they can reduce the budget allocation in tackling these social development issues, as well as they are going to earn more income tax from the immigrant labor who comes in to the formal section. Sandy partner or the companies can reduce the training costs, recruiting costs, and as well as for us, Sandy Group, we have just created a profitable and sustainable business. And we also gain happiness from being a part of the solution for the society. So in conclusion, we have provided more income for the crowded space, better outcome for the society, more empowering in terms that we really connect demand and supply by providing better connectivity toward every party across the across the society.
I'm sorry, your time is up.
Oh. Okay.
And now we will begin with the Q&A sessions with the judges.
Hi, it's interesting, and I would like to know how to get the first 5,000 baht from is take from your unskilled labor. I think it is hard for them. And do you have any plan for them?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Thank you for the question. Actually, from our real observation, when we go into the slum, when we go into the crowd-space, those people can afford this. We are really surprised with this too, but they can afford this. They can afford vocational school. A lot of some really does. But anyway, if you want to ask, how do we get the 5,000 baht for people who have lower opportunity, then we can do sponsorship for the first few batches of students.
Okay, to add on that, I think people in slum, they kind of have choices to spend their money on, but the priority of their life is not on education. So actually, if we can make their priority in life towards education, we believe that 5,000 is affordable for them.
I have questions about scalability. You have a plan from Thailand to other ASEAN countries. So you mean that in each country you have to do some survey of the labor market, which skill is needed. Is that right? Oh, okay. And the other thing is that if the parents able to afford like 5,000 baht for the, children, teenager, but I think the important thing is the mindset, whether they are ready to learn and ready to develop themselves to, another stage of, skill, something like that. So not so sure how you can convince them, because sometimes the problem is that the mindset of the teenager. And the training course that you plan to develop, to me, it takes time to develop one good training course. You might need to be ready to answer that, how you do that, or how can you, compare the training course with the skilled labor like this with the, for example, like Don Bosco, that already have a training course for the disabilities and, or the underprivileged, student, those kind of things. Or we just leverage on that school or something like that. That's just my thought. Yeah.
The thing is, I really like your presentation because you start with problem and you take time to analyze a problem. But surprisingly, you don't give us insights. You said yourself that this family can afford 5,000 baht. But what is the real problem here? I imagine your target group might be guys who doesn't really finish school. Why? And how your model can address that, right? Because you started your presentation really well, that a lot of organization, government, so many foundations trying to address this problem, but they're not successful. But you're doing exactly the same thing. You're setting up school, right? So you don't address the real problem. I would love to know if you have any insight why these guys are not going to school, and how can you add up to or create your unique school to be very excited for them to join. They're gonna be a girl buddy, only girl teachers, everyone good looking, right? Or you promise the workforce that when they graduate they're gonna get this much money, guarantee. So it may be compelling for parents, not even students, and then they can force a student to go to this program. I don't know, but I think you need that. Otherwise, this one is not exciting, disruptive, or innovative enough.
So actually, our target is not the teenager or the son of the people in the slum, but actually we target the unemployment or informal employment in the slum, including their parents also, which their parents cannot go and study in the vocational school anymore. So actually we try to make them to be a more skilled person so they can earn more.
And what are they going to do if they lost their income in that 4 months that you have to get training?
We plan to have a training only on the weekend, so they don't have to stop their work to train with us. They can work and train at the same time.
And 4 months going to be enough for them to double income after graduation?
Yes. 4 months actually.
Because it's only on weekends, right?
It's 64 hours, so we compare the duration with the 1 semester of the vocational school, which can create skill for their children. So I think at the same amount of time, they can create the same skill for their parents also.
Okay.
I agree with the two previous judges that I wonder if the people you target want to be trained or not. If you're talking about older generation, well, you have to be clear on this. How many of them out there, and whether they want to be, trained more on this. But I think if we're talking about number and scalability, we probably have to target younger generation. And do they want to be trained? Do they want to work on, job like this, which needs patience, have to be meticulous and things like that. Now you are fighting with the new generation. They want easy job, easy money. They have alternative of working at 7-Elevens or things like that. Why do they have to be trained in all those, hard work professions? So that's, I think you have to be careful on that. And also about doubling the income. You put in your fact sheet here that you get, double income after the training or once they are skilled. But I think that takes not just a training, but to earn 1,000 baht a day or something like that, you need to be experienced craftsman. So it's not that straightforward, that there's an unemployment, you train and deal it's done. You need to study more on your target population. You can add.
Just to add a little bit about the quality of the trained labor, right? Actually, we can co-develop with the company, and we can actually point exactly what kind of skills that are need to be done. Then I think the quality should be quite close, but the problem would be like about the speed of the whole method. So, but yeah, your point is right.
I just think that you probably need to do some marketing on these skilled jobs to make it more attractive for the new generations. That would be that would help the society as a whole as well, because we need skilled labor, but it's not attractive for the new generation.
From our actual observation, we found that there's many unskilled labor that they want to learn to be skilled in the slum. For example, we visit the slum in Lat Phrao area. Around 100 to 200 of unskilled labor that want to learn. They attend the training that government offer. So I think they are willing to be a skilled labor.
I admire your ambition and your plan. Just a few more suggestions that you might, when you want to start, you might need some pilot projects. Start small and find the early adopter, and the one who have a buy-in. Perhaps small group, and then you do it. And when they success, they achieve some certain KPI which you might need to show certain success measurement or something also. Then you promote. Those success, and then it will draw more and more people in. But I'm not so sure about the scale, but you might want to start small first, but think big is okay. And perhaps some clear implementation plan, same as I mentioned for the other team, some leading indicator along the way to measure your progress. Yeah.
Like you said that you observe and people attend government vocational training or whatever. Then you have to be clear on what's the difference of your model. What's the unique offer? Because there's already provider out there, and people already attend. So you should be.
Yeah, but the problem of the government training is that they train the skill and they just left. So they don't have the people in the slum don't have opportunity to use their skill into the market. So for us, they train and offer them to the employer that potentially want to apply, want to hire them at a skill level at the higher rate of salary.
So to add on that, our model try to make it more complete of the loop because the government and also many organizations try to help those unskilled laborers by offering them training courses. But these people, they're living in quite lower standard condition of life. So there may be other factors as well. For example, like credibility. So if you are employers, you're probably not sure if you should hire them. So what we do more and differentiate than other is that we also put the brand to them that they graduated with the certificate of Sandy Institute. And we have contact the Sandy partners to be involved in our community. So when they train with us, they can be sure that they will have a job if they can pass certain tests that we and our partner co-created or co-design. So that would be the difference. And also like the 5,000 baht, why we have to return to them, right? We can keep it and, generate money. But we try to be like long-term approach and oriented on the long term than the short term because we believe that that 5,000, if we return to them, it will create incentive for those people to come in and participate in this community. And it's like the message that we clearly send to them that this is our brand positioning. This is where we stand for. We didn't want to take advantage of them. We didn't want to just take from them, but we also want to give back. And that is how we come up with the idea. And also we earn from, the commission fee, like 10 to 20%, depending on what industry you are in, from them for 1 year.
So you have just about 1 minute left.
Okay. But thank you very much. Your suggestion is really good. And we hope that we can develop more on that.
If you focus on disabled, I think it's make your project more fascinating and have a bigger impact on society. But you not convince me that it's possible that train skill welder within few months, but it is main problem of your project. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you for that. We think we need more research too, but the 4 months that come up with the information search that we have talked with some vocational school and stuff, and we think we can design the program by co-design with our partners to make it 4 months. It's like intensive course. So in one weekend, there's Saturday and Sunday, so they learn basically those 2 full days. So, but I think the point is people who would take this course is very incentive, right? They must have the heart to go with it first. So they must devote their time and be very, very patient.
Mm-hmm.
To
Sorry,
attend.
your time is up now. Thank you very much, Team Sandy.
Thank you very much.
All right, so